Well, hello everyone out there. It's Saturday again. One more time, we're going to do this. Well, maybe more than one more time, but this is today's episode. We got a few things to talk about. We're going to do some MMAI content, of course, and then I'm going to talk about some terrarium. It's been a little while since I've had the chance to check them out and see what's going on over at the terrarium camp, and it doesn't look pleasant right now. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, if you've seen this, the V2 migration. Hey, Tim Shea, thanks for making it. You obviously very early. That was a very early comment. 3:41 this afternoon. I appreciate it. Lazy Jedi, thanks for popping in. I appreciate that as well. Do you guys, anybody follow terrarium still? All right, I know there's just a few people here, but we can talk about this a little bit, see if a few more trickle in over the next few minutes. But terrarium is absolutely terrible. How else can I say it? I was just surfing through Milton's Twitter feed, and he said, "Hey, here's the contract address." I went and looked at it. Let's see. I got to pull it up on Dex Tools here. And where's my stuff? Where is it at? All right, maybe I don't have it up. Okay. Anyway, let's go contract address and let's go check it out. All right, they get a 199. Obviously, this just went today, so we can't give it too much grief. Here's a 1 hour. Let's go 30-minute. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, it dropped. Obviously, people sold. But if you look at the tweets that he's getting, these responses, Joseph, not too happy. My $400 is now worth $19. Yay! Good work, guys. Y'all are killing it. Not happy. Milton's, hey, just show me your wallet address and they can verify. I don't know what it was. If it was like a 10-to-1 trade for old tokens to new tokens. Obviously, they're trying to reduce supply so they don't have 12 zeros. Price doesn't show up on Trust Wallet. Not a big deal. Let's see. How is there 4,000 less holders? And I dropped 40 spaces in the holder count. I was among. How is the amount of tokens calculated? What numbers were used? Yeah, this guy has questions. Even 2-Bit got into it. Got to say, super smooth migration. Now the real test begins. I don't know if 2-Bit had some terrarium. I actually ended up selling my terrarium just a couple of weeks ago. I did want to hang on to a moon bag, but it wasn't a moon bag. It was, my $1,500 or whatever it was at the time, went down to less than $100. So anyway, Tim Shea, hey, terrarium is in meltdown mode. Terrarium, it's just, I don't know if it could get worse. Lazy, I don't know if it could get any worse. Oh, hey, Sean, Lazy Tim, Steve the Canadian, thanks for popping in here. You got yourself a sandwich. But reading through here, it looks like obviously there's a couple maxis that say everything's just fine, but a lot of people are not very happy. Could someone explain to me, if I'm holding just dropped zeros, shouldn't supply be something like 17.5 billion and not 21 billion? Yeah, so I don't know what all the particulars were. But I do know that people are not too happy. They are also complaining that it looks like about $1 million worth of liquidity has vanished between the two versions. So, who knows what that means? But it's never good, right? This is not a good thing. It sucks that people are, have to go through this. I mean, look at this. I mean, here's V1. They're up 5,000%. Obviously, somebody's manipulating the chart here. They've pretty much sucked all the liquidity out of this, so there shouldn't be any money left to go. So we're going to get rid of this guy here. Everybody's down today. How are you guys feeling? Are you guys feeling down? Because the market is not looking awesome. There's a lot of red there. I mean, granted, we did go up a little bit this last week, but we're giving it all back. XRP below 38 cents. Cardano below 36 cents. Matic, Matic's had a strong run. They usually hold pretty good, but they're down 17% this week. Steve, let's see, saying hi. Got a coffee and a doobie. Nice. Excellent. Just chilling on a Saturday. Rolling. Hey, let's go CPH. A Cypherium fan, I see. I've got to get some more CPH content out there. And I did notice one thing. If you guys go and look at Sky, who is the CEO, let me see if I can find him. And I'll tell you what my one complaint about this is. Now, I think it's a great project. Obviously, he's got something good going on, right? They've got some, maybe not some contracts yet, but definitely some solid connections in the CBDC world. But he is out on Twitter in force, and it's almost begging people to take a look at me, right? Take a look at me. He does a lot of tweets regarding his project versus other projects. But you know what? I guess it's fine. It just seems a little desperate to me in the kind of tweets. And I know that obviously there's a culture difference. I'm American. He's not. So he's going to say things in a certain fashion that I may take the wrong way. But Cypherium, I really believe Cypherium is going to do really well. But Roland, I do appreciate you being here, and hopefully you'll come back and enjoy some live streams. But if you haven't seen the videos, go watch the videos on Cypherium. I did a Corium video yesterday. It's doing pretty decent. Corium is also another one to watch. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's kind of, I don't want to say hidden gem. I already said that in the video. I hate saying that. It was a little cringy. But it's something that is not well known. Basically, they're, I don't want to say tethered, to Ripple or not Ripple, but XRP and the XRPL, because the same founders, the same people who brought us Sologenic, also created Corium. And they've been working on this for a while. So Corium is definitely something to watch. Same thing happened with Saitama. They stopped trading at 6.8 million, but started the new contract at 2 million. People were pissed. Yeah. I have to assume, just because of the people that are there, that they just siphoned off some liquidity for themselves. Ty, I appreciate being here, Ty. Sean, Cypherium community loves you. Hey, I really appreciate that. It's nice to be loved and wanted. But Cypherium, since I do kick myself because I heard of Cypherium a long time ago, but never paid it any attention. Right, I had my head buried too far up at XRP's, behind to see anything new. So, but I'm glad I got on to that one. Queen Perseverance, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you and Waddy are doing well. Oh, hey, Sonia. Everybody's saying hi. Excellent. How are you guys doing this Saturday? Is everybody fine? Like, are you guys holding down the fort with the market kind of in the red here? This seems to be the norm, right? We're up during the week, down on the weekends. Who knows? I'm in for the long haul, right? And I do believe we've got probably a year, another 12 months of this, up and down. If we can get some sort of clarity with XRP and the Ripple case, then we may see a small pump. But the bull run, I just don't see until we're coming up to a Bitcoin halving next year, early next year. Hey, Sonia, Tim. Hey, Roland CPH. Hey, Ty CPH. Yeah, these guys obviously they know what they're looking at. Cypherium is doing great things, and Sky, he's out there. He's really shilling the heck out of it. Let's see if we got any good. Let's see. The first stablecoin died by the hands of regulators, but not BUSD or UST, but Libra. Yeah, BUSD is not doing too well. They're losing a ton of market share. They dropped out of the top 10 for the first time in a very long time. So obviously, if you've got your money tied up onto BUSD, I can understand why people are getting a little itchy, getting a little nervous for BUSD and what's to come. I'm sure it'll be fine. They have the funds to back it up. But still, if you have a choice on other stable coins right now, I don't know that I would choose BUSD. Steve the Canadian, been a great day, actually. Moved a lot of campers to storage. It was sunny and cold. How was your day? Well, you know what? It was 53 degrees today here in Idaho. It was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was just downright pleasant. Sunny. The morning started out about 25 degrees, but warmed up nicely. So I'm not a fan of winter, so I'm really looking forward to spring coming. And we're starting to plant some seeds indoors right now for our garden we're going to do this year. We're going to go a little bit heavier on the garden, see if we can actually get some shit to grow for a change. So last year's was quite sad and very small. You guys do any gardening out there? Any serious gardeners out there? Everyone watch Smash the Like. Yes, everybody smash that like button. I would really appreciate it on your way in. Sonia is Smash Like the new series. Okay. All right. I've got some stuff I want to cover. Actually, you know what? One more thing about terrarium. One more horrible thing about terrarium. Let's see. Where's Dr. P? Did you guys see that they basically kicked? I don't know if I still have him on here, Dr. Praveen. I don't know if he may have blocked me. I don't know. I probably said something negative about Cypherium, or not Cypherium, but Terrarium at some point, and he may have blocked me. But it looks like the other dev, I forget his name, Dr. Ramadan. I'm probably not saying that right, but the third dev, not Milton, obviously not Dr. Praveen, but it looks like they kicked him from the group. Where is? Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Milton Terrarium. Just hang with me for a second. Well, let's find it. Because it was quite entertaining to hear. Okay. This guy right here. I knew I saw him. Which are, let's see. Compassion. They may have taken it down because there was some serious infighting going on, clearly. Yeah, they must have taken it down. So is this one here? Apparently, he did not want his tokens burned, right? They were saying they're going to burn the developer's wallet to appease the masses, and it sounded like maybe there was a little bit of grumblings. Like this guy, he's like, "Hey, that's my money. I want my money," and he didn't want to burn it. So I think they just ousted him. But it doesn't say here, so I don't know. Oh, this is old. That's 12 hours ago, but that doesn't say anything about terrarium. Let's see. I don't. So obviously, this guy hasn't put out a tweet in a while. So that may be the truth. He may have gotten kicked. If you ain't smashing, you ain't winning. Now you could take that multiple ways. I was poking fun at her, but she brings up a lot of good points about that like button. SEC Chair Gensler confirms everything other than Bitcoin is a security. Yep, I did see that. However, fortunately, for the rest of the market, it's only his opinion, right? He doesn't get to decide what is a security and what is not a security. The courts get to do that, but what's funny is that I sent out a response to somebody who was saying, all other altcoins are scams anyway. Bitcoin's the only one, and I'm like, it's funny that they decided that Bitcoin is the only crypto that's not a security, but it happens to be the actually least useful crypto out there, right? So, and maybe that's the reason. Maybe because it doesn't do anything. Maybe that's the reason it's not a security. I don't know. I mean, I think the decentralization part of it, which isn't part of the Howey test, that doesn't have anything to do with whether something's a security or not. It's not really that decentralized because China and there are some large companies that own a very large portion of the hash rate out there. But SEC Chair Gensler is an absolute buffoon. And we're going to find out, right? The SEC versus Ripple case is going to conclude at some point, and we're going to find out how the judge views this, and maybe she just kicks it up the court somewhere because she doesn't want to be involved. That would suck because that's just going to add more years to this. Dr. Praveen sounded mad about the other guy selling, but he did the exact same thing to the CTM holders. Yeah, so Steve, so I think what it was they were going to burn one of the wallets that they owned, and the other guy, this dude here, Dr. Ramana, I think he was saying no. I want my money. So who knows? Obviously, this guy doesn't tweet much and hasn't done in quite a while. But still, it's not good. It's a terrible look for the project. BTC isn't even the original Bitcoin. It has broken 3 or 4 times at this point, making the same. Yeah, there's different iterations of Bitcoin. Obviously, there are developers who are working on it, trying to do things. Obviously, there's a Lightning Network being built, which is kind of a side chain. So I don't know. I don't know why everybody loves Bitcoin. Bitcoin literally can't do anything of what these other altcoins can do. They're not ISO. It's not ISO compliant. It can't be used to transfer large sums of money because it's very slow, clunky, and expensive. Kind of like Ethereum. Ethereum really can't be used in any way that these ISO tokens are going to be used as well. And when I say ISO tokens, okay, don't crucify me. I mean ISO compliant, right? And the tokens can't be, compliant. It's just the messaging system, blah 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 blah. We discuss this all the time. In my opinion, right, Sean? Dude, is this you? Because if that's you, dude, you are ripped. Rightfully so. Maybe that was going to be his payment and they wanted to burn it on. Yeah. They're just trying to figure out how to make the community happy because they've been miserable for this last year while they're just dumping tokens on everybody. And I understand. Look, I can look at both sides. Obviously, if they're going to pay for the project and they didn't have anything set up to begin with, so they had their marketing wallet and they had their other wallets, they're going to have to sell tokens in order to continue to pay the team, pay the devs, pay rent, pay whatever it is they need to pay. I get it, but they should have set it up differently. So it's a cluster. It is. ASMR fan, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're doing well. I know Austin is off in South Korea right now. Hi, everyone. Everybody's saying hi. So I know this may be a short stream tonight. I know I believe Austin is going to stream tonight. I'm not exactly sure when. Let's see. I don't know if I got an answer. Do you know when, fan? Is it going to be 9 o'clock Eastern? Because obviously everybody's just going to switch over to Austin's channel to see what's happening. He just got on. Oh, is he on right now? Oh, he's talking about Bone. Gosh, he's always talking about Bone. Okay, I got you. All right, thanks. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna obviously, you have too many live streams out there. People are gonna go back and forth, talking about Bone. Don't leave. No, I'm not gonna. But we are going to talk about MMAI here for a little bit. We'll get away from Terrarium because Terrarium is very sad and depressing. So let's talk about MMAI. There are 3 days left. Now, if you guys, who here, I know there's 14 or so people here, who here has an NFT, a Keys to the City NFT? Sean, what's your favorite AI project? Yeah, Ajax and Fetch AI. I haven't got into any AI yet. I'm kind of letting it simmer a little bit and actually, weed some. Where AI is going to be basically just the new catchphrase for everything, and there's going to be so many scam, projects going on out there, and people just looking to cash in on this new, AI mania. So I'm going to give it a little time and then start looking at AI projects. But as far as AI crypto projects, I just don't think we're there yet. I think these early ones are going to struggle, especially in this market. So, and Ajax, I really haven't even looked at Ajax. Fetch AI, I know, but and I do. It's funny. I use Chat GPT occasionally just to come up with some answers and do a little digging, and just for fun, because it's fun to you can actually talk to it. And here's a funny story. While doing my Cypherium video and doing some research, I asked Chat GPT what about Cypherium, and it knew something about it, right? But it's only programmed up to like 2021, the end of 2021, so it doesn't have all of the newest information. But it ended up spitting out that the token for Cypherium was CPY. That was the acronym for the token. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, CPY. Well, I know that's not right. So I said, "Are you sure?" I tried to go back and find my conversation with Chat GPT, but I couldn't find it. But basically, I said, "Are you sure the token is CPY?" And it said, and then it returned according to my research. And then, so I put back, "Well, your research is incorrect. The token is actually CPH," and it apologized. I'm not. It's not him or a female or male, so I'm not misgendering anything. It stated, "Sorry, yes, you are correct. It is CPH. I'll make note of that." And I've gone in on a couple different times just to ask it, "Hey, what's the symbol for Cypherium?" And it is CPH. So it was very weird. It was kind of surreal. I'm talking to the AI and correcting it, and I understand it's programmed, right? It's not a living, sentient being. And it's going to have mistakes in there based on however it was programmed, but the ability for it to learn and correct itself was pretty cool. I'll be real, it's almost 1,000 Canadian for one of them bad boys. I don't have enough faith in a $150 pair of shoes, let alone 1K NFT. You know what, that's just me though. I totally get it. It's not cheap in any way. 0.45 ETH for an NFT, or technically for two NFTs, is a lot of money, especially in this bear market. We don't know what's going on. I'm struggling to find, I was going to get 4, and I'm still thinking, I got a couple days left. There's 3 days left before this is over. I may get a 4th, just, obviously as an investment. And I'm assuming it's going to go up in value, but I have no idea. That's a guess on my part, just like all of this stuff is. Tim says, "Hi, fan," with a green heart. I don't know if that's a red heart on your side, but it's green on my side. Okay, got it. Thanks. Hi, Tim. Yes, correct. Is this yes, correct? Is that? Oh, I see. Here you go. Is this you? Is that really you? Because somebody's been working out. Somebody's been hitting the gym. So anyway, that was my Chat GPT story. It's kind of funny. So I'd like to get in there and just play with it and ask it questions, and then you can, it's kind of intuitive because you can say, ask it, can you give me the top 10 reasons for whatever? So once it gets through the top 10 list, and then you can say, well, can you continue, maybe with another 10, and it'll just continue. And you can say, you just tell it, hey, can you expound on, points 3 and 4, and it'll just keep going. Like I really wish I had that when I was in high school, but we barely had computers when I was in high school. Let's see. Damn, Sean, over here playing Monopoly with real estate. What are you going to do if you get 3 arenas and a Lamborghini? I'll tell you what, man, I'm balling on a budget. There's 2 arenas you can get. I mean, the chances of anybody getting an arena is very, very slim. Obviously, let's see. Let's go over to. Well, let's pull up MMAI. Now, Ty, I know you're not here for MMAI, but I cover a couple of different things. This is my community token. We're going to call it Space. They do sponsor my channel, so I do get a little sponsorship from them every month to talk about them. And quite honestly, if they didn't, I'd still talk about them because it is one of the most amazing projects in the community token space, if you want to call it that, or meme coins or shit coin, whatever. And they understand where they're at, right? They're not an altcoin yet, although blockchain comes in summer June-ish, I'm hearing. And once blockchain comes for them, they'll turn into a coin. And there's so much utility here, so much going on. But for those of you uninitiated, here are the NFTs that they are selling. And these NFTs basically are for the metaverse that's being built. That's already really built. They're just putting final touches on it over the next, I don't know, month or two. We'll kind of see how it goes. But basically, you get keys to the city, which gets you a ton of secret stuff, right? Secret places you can go that other participants in the metaverse can't go. And then you get $100 of the MMAI coin once the blockchain comes out. You get, let's see, access to Pure World beta releases, right? And we know there's the beta of the first player shooter game or first person shooter is coming out in the next few weeks. I think somebody mentioned March 20th, but who knows? It could be sometime in March. We'll just say that. Then you have your voting rights. There's going to be a DAO. If you hold keys to the city, you're going to be able to vote within this metaverse. And the metaverse is not like any metaverse you've seen. It's actually way, way better than I'm sure you were even imagining. So, and these are some properties that you'll get that are linked to the keys. So you get 2 NFTs, one's keys to the city, and one is going to be one of these exclusive properties that you're going to be able to actually use inside the metaverse, right? As a store, right? As a shop, storefront. If you're selling something, or you're going to get a booth, if you want to show off your art collection, or you could even sell stuff obviously inside these booths, large, medium, and small, inside these arenas and inside the conventions. So that's going to be super cool. And then a car, right? Lamborghini. If I get a Lamborghini, that would be super cool. So what's interesting is we're going to find out in the next couple of weeks, I believe, what type of properties we got. So if you were able to get yourself one of these, we're going to find out soon enough. So that's the keys to the city. And then once the sale is over, which is the 28th, which is Tuesday, they're no longer going to be available. The keys are burned, so nobody else is going to be able to purchase them. The properties are going to be held by the project, and they're going to decide what to do with them at a later date. So those of you who are getting into these, let's go to OpenSea and see where we're at. I think we're just over 300. I know he's going to do I think Austin's doing a drawing tonight for somebody to get an extra key, giving away a free key. Yeah, 303, but there's only 186 owners. So basically, it's 186 people are going to have a say in what happens inside this metaverse. And that's a very, very small number of people. I'm really interested to find out how this plays out, right? If there's only 186 people, and I don't know if you're going to have, well, I guess if you have more than one key, you get more than one vote. And we'll see here that somebody's got 9 of these bad boys. A couple have 7. There's a few that've got 6, right? They're out there. I have 3, thinking about getting 4, but I just kind of like, I don't really know. Don't really know what I'm going to do. What Eddie T? Thanks for showing up, Eddie T. I appreciate you being here. Joy T, hi fan, Tim, and everyone. Eddie T, smash that like and sub. Yeah, I appreciate that. My channel is slowly growing, but still making gains. MMAI website looks nice. Yeah, Ty, are you in this? Are you do you know what's going on here with the MMAI? Because it honestly is probably the best project out there besides the blue chips, in crypto. I can't think of a better one. Volt's killing it right now. Volt's doing a great job. ASMR, what's up? Hey, Joy. Everybody's saying hi. I'll just skip down. You know what I want to do? Actually, I want to mention another channel real quick, and I'm going to mention Crypto Talk Now, right? CTN with Max and Larry. I have to put a big thank you out to these guys. They've taken me on as one of their own, adopted me, let's say, to their channel. So I get to go on their channel a couple times a week. Super cool. Max and I are doing a utility talk now on Monday nights on the CTN channel. and we're just talking about utility tokens, basically, the ISOs, XRP, XLM, Quant, Algorand, XDC, HBAR, Cypherium. Now, we may discuss Corium at some point. So all of those, that's what we're going to do Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time. They also came up with a website, and this is a pretty kick-ass website. Let's go to the front here. So this is their website, and it's basically, based around content. So they've got creators, and look at me, look at I'm right there on the front page. Members, the community, they got the community tab where you can go and you can post certain things. You can post maybe a, what I want to, I can't think of the name of it. But you get to post, articles or questions or discussion questions. And then you can go and see all of the content creators. And this is everybody that's kind of part of this, 2-Bit, to Classy, Chaka, Believes, all of us who are promoting MMAI, plus Crypto Realist, Maria Anderson. All right, there's Mr. Handsome right there, the Crypto Smith. Pablo Crow, Worldwide Crypto, otherwise known as Dragon Rider. But it's super cool. I mean, it's really interesting to have somebody in the crypto space and in the YouTube world just kind of reach out beyond and help out other content creators. So I really do appreciate Max and Larry for that. If you guys want to go over to ctnnetwork.net and you can sign up and support these other guys and their new website. That'd be super cool. Okay, let's get back to MMAI for a second. Let's see. I've got some information here I want to share. So there was an AMA on who had it? It was on Bitmart, I believe. Bitmart put on an AMA for MMAI, and Augustin, the CEO, and Austin got up and was able to answer questions and give out this information to everybody who was listening. It was pretty good. Basically, I'm just going to go over some quick points here. They mentioned web inside web. So once you're inside the metaverse, you'll be able to access a computer keyboard and do searches, and you'll also be able to access other metaverses from inside this metaverse, which is really, really cool. Let's see, security focused, separate business info from customer info. I'm just reading off a list that Twiz did for us. Kind of gave us a little quick list of information that was laid out there. Keys to the city, we know those are going to be the sales over on Tuesday. So if you haven't got them yet, you got 3 more days. You're going to get special access. You're going to get first right to test the new games or anything new that comes to the metaverse. If you've got keys to the city, you get all the beta testing before anybody else does. The governance, I talked about the DAO. Let's see, utility NFTs obviously is going to be the properties, the 12 different properties that you can get, which includes a car or a motorcycle, I guess, or a bus or some sort of vehicle. There's a racing game being built inside the metaverse, which you'll be able to race for money, I guess, race for tokens, whatever it's going to be, race for pink slips, most likely. Although, paying the kind of money it takes to get a vehicle in here, I don't know that I'm going to be racing for pinks anytime soon. Let's see, mostly geared towards business use. Yes, all of these NFTs, all of this, let's see, let's go back to keys. All of these different properties are designed for business. They're designed for people who own businesses who want to either advertise on some of these billboards here, stand ads, electronic billboard building displays, which are multiple screens. The stand ad has multiple screens. You can have multiple different advertisements on here. You can charge people to display their information just like you do in the real world. All of this really is geared just like the real world, just like you would do in any business in any city. You're going to pay money to a billboard company to put up your ad in some city, maybe on the highway or in downtown, and you'll be able to collect rent. If you own that billboard, you're collecting rents on people who are coming in and saying, "Hey, I want you to throw up my ad here for a month or a week or a year, whatever." whatever contract you work out with them, and you're making passive income. Like this is one of the biggest things I think for us going forward is that passive income possibility. And there's no guarantees. Obviously, this is crypto, and it's also business, and there's never a guarantee in business as well. Let's see. Partnered. Sorry, somebody's gonna have a seizure. Let's see. Partnered with LGU, which is a subsidiary of LG, which is an enormous company over there in South Korea. LGU, I do believe, did about $10 or $12 billion last year in revenue. They're working. I believe it's kind of. I don't know if it's they're working on, or maybe they're attempting to work on the other very large South Korean companies like Samsung and Kia and Hyundai. There's nothing specific there. Don't hold me to that. MMAI is building properties for free. Yes, I didn't mention that. If you are fortunate enough to get a medium store, let's say, and you want to sell your T-shirts or your NFT collections or your custom shoestrings, whatever it is, your widgets, they're going to help you. You're not just going to get access to this and they say, okay, here you go, good luck. They're actually going to help you build this suite out. So inventory control, payment systems, right? Shipping APIs, all the stuff that you need to actually get up and running, they're going to do for free. So I don't know where else you can get that, right? That's you're spending. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know how you would value that because I've never set up a store online before, and I imagine it's hundreds of dollars, perhaps thousands of dollars, and then helping you, design, your space in there as well. So something that's super cool, and I have not heard of before, but that's also what you get for free. Comes with the NFTs. Let's see. I'm totally ignoring the chat right now. I'm sorry. Just let me get through a couple more things here. Creating Web3 APIs, right? Obviously, you just want to be able to plug and play into some of your business properties here, either your billboards. The arena we haven't even talked about. The arena, you're going to get naming rights to the arena if you're lucky enough to actually receive this one. Naming rights, there are billboards on the outside of the building. And then you're going to get some sort of share of revenue that may develop from leasing out or renting out the venue, for metaverse style concerts or some sort of convention, things like that. So, use your imagination to what you could do. Obviously, anybody who gets this they're set. Like that could be worth big money, some years down the road. Let's see, Pure World, third-person shooter, beta release in, I don't know how many days. It's going to be sometime in March. Key holders, so that if you have keys to the city, you're going to be able to beta test that. Nobody else will. And then they got the Pure Wallet, of course, the cold storage offline capability, which I'm not really going to go into right now. I know they're still working on that, still working on new versions of that. And we're still waiting on the iOS version. So I'm still waiting anyway. I have an iPhone. Joy, let's see. Let's get through some of these here. Steve, what's up? How many keys total are there? So there were 5,002 that were supposed to be sold. Obviously, the price of the keys, I think, is a factor. The simple fact that we're in just a very, very protracted bear market doesn't help this at all either. And then the fact that obviously almost every single project that's come along in the community space has been a complete wreck. So that's probably keeping people on the sidelines. Not me, obviously. MMAI, I do believe the devs here are doing their best work possible. They already own real world businesses. They're already very successful. They don't own any tokens. So they don't have to sell anything in order to pay for the business to move forward. That is one of the biggest features, I think, to bring people into this, right? When you go back and you look at, I don't want to pick on Terrarium, but let's pick on Terrarium. They had to sell tokens. They had to dump on their community in order to get the money together to pay their team, to pay their rent, to pay, whatever it is that they need to pay for the business, because they didn't have it set up any other way. MMAI doesn't have to do that. They've got their own money. They're putting their own money into it. So there's really, I just don't see a downside here. I really don't. I know we're a long way away from, uh, mass adoption, let's say in the metaverse space, right? We're still likely years away from that, but you have to start somewhere. And MMA is starting now. And I think by the time more people are interested in this, more people want to get in and have that, let's say, just a more immersive shopping experience online. They're going to go into a metaverse style shopping center, shopping world, and be able to use an avatar and walk around and look at things and ask questions. And to me, I think that's going to be a thing, at some point in the future. And we're going to be at the very, very beginning of it. So, Eddie T, yeah, keys, get them keys. No, you're not into it, and no, you do you not know about it? Steve, there are 5,002. Yep, they're going to be put. They were going to be put on OpenSea for businesses to buy, but they decided not to. And I'm still. I mean, it's. We can talk, back and forth on what was the proper thing to do, but honestly, it's their project. They can do whatever they want. There was a downside to putting on OpenSea, and it all was going to really be dependent on the prices they were going to set for these certain properties. Because that's going to obviously control what my properties might be worth. But them holding on to them, it's totally fine. They can do whatever they want. They can use maybe these NFTs to entice business to come in and actually utilize the metaverse, which is probably a great use of that resource. But I'm sure they'll figure out something. Let's see, Ty. Because of you, I will check this out. Okay, all right, excellent. There's plenty of videos. You can go back through my my channel. I've done a lot of different videos on MMAI, and a lot of us talk about this weekly. And I think you won't be. I don't think you'll be disappointed. This literally is the best project going right now, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Crypto Puppet, thanks, Crypto Puppet. I appreciate you stopping in. Crypto Puppet. Let's see. CPH is my long-term baby. Yeah. I've got some now. I bought some a couple of weeks ago, and just we'll be hanging on to it. I think a lot of these things are going to be long-term. A lot of these things, a lot of XRPs, XLMs. If you're into quant or algo, we're still likely 2, 3, 4 years away from really a real utility run. And if you're into the ISO tokens, which obviously you are, Ty. Next month, ISO, basically, there are different financial institutions, and SWIFT are basically starting that migration over to the ISO 222 standard, but it's not required to be implemented by everybody until the end of 2025. So over the next 2.5 years, it's going to be kind of a slow, steady build, I believe, until the end of 2025. And then I think probably into 2026. This is just my personal opinion, that we'll see some more growth, some movement there. And then keep in mind also, as we build into the crypto world and the market cap starts to climb, and we get into the 3 trillion, 5 trillion, 10 trillion, which we will over the next several years. The swings that we're having, these massive 40, 50, 60% swings, are going to be less and less, right? That it's going to really kind of dampen the volatility. It's not going to be and that's probably not a word. It's still going to be volatile, but it's not going to have these huge, massive, game-killing swings that we've been having these last few years. And just like you, CPH is a long-term hold for me, just like XRP is. I've been holding XRP for many years now, and I know one of these days it's gonna pay me back. Hey Eddie, you're right. Agree. Okay. Hey Sonia. So that was my MMAI spiel. Hopefully you guys see some value there, and you can go check it out for yourself and see what's going on. I don't know that there's really much else besides this game, this demo dropping in the next several weeks. That's going to be fun to see. I'm personally looking forward to revealing what types of properties I got. Whatever I get, 3 or 4, I don't really know, but that's going to be exciting. I think for everybody to really see. Did I get a shop? Did I get a store? Did I get a billboard? Did I get a car? That way, it's going to let us start planning on what type of business do you want to do with that, if you want, or maybe you want to try to trade. And also, there is a if you guys have NFTs and you want to get in on a Twitter group, I know Dr. Crypto has a Twitter group because I'm in it, of NFT holders. That way, once we realize what we have, we can talk to other NFT holders in kind of in one central space, and then maybe you wheel and deal, on properties. Maybe make some trades if you've got something that you really don't want, but somebody else does. You might be able to make a trade there. So let me know, and I'll throw you the link for that. Actually, you probably just go into Dr. Crypto. I think it's Dr. Crypto. Let me double check. No, I don't want to check right now. I don't want to. I don't want to throw all my messages up there. Let's see. What else do we have? I had some other content here I want to talk about. And this is kind of serious, and this is going to get serious. This has to do with giving advice to people. This was it seems silly, but this is real. So emojis now count as financial advice and have legal consequences. A judge rules. So a United States District Court judge for the Southern District of New York, right? Well, this is where all the idiots come out of, ruled that emojis like the rocket ship, the stock chart, and money bags, which are these obviously right here, mean a financial return on investment. So now all you have to do is put out an emoji, and you could be sued for that. So in a tweet, former United States Securities and Exchange Commission branch chief Lisa Braganca, I think, warned users of potential legal consequences of using emojis that may indicate future gains, which to me is utterly ridiculous. But this is where we're at. So you can't really do anything, can't say anything. Don't point in the wrong direction, because somebody might take that as financial advice and then sue you when they lose their money. So a federal court judge ruled that these emojis, right, the rocket ship, the chart, which appears to be going up, right, and a money bag, objectively means one thing: a financial return on investment. So how do you guys feel about that? Is this not the dumbest things you're hearing? It's just like, this is why we can't have nice things, people. This really is. And then everything is going to be suable at some point within the financial market. And this all basically came down because of the Top Shot, the NBA, the whole NFT thing that they said basically is a security as well. So a lot of NFT projects are going to be hurting here, because they can also get sued for being investment contracts. So that's something I definitely wanted to mention to you guys, just in case you get real heavy with your emoji use out there in the future, that somebody might take that as financial advice. Hope the best for all of us. Yep, exactly, Tide. I've been hanging on for a while. Just like my wife says, anything that I've invested into crypto, I've already written off. So if I don't ever see a penny of it back, not a big deal. It's not going to bankrupt us. That the money is not even taken into account for future plans or for retirement or anything like that. It's just, let's just call it gambling, right? We're just kind of that high tech gambling at this point. So, but that's why I put all of mine. 95% of my crypto is in utility tokens, like the ISO tokens and Matic and Ethereum and other blue chips. And then some. Actually, I do have a sizable investment in MMAI as well, because I really, really believe in what they're doing. But that's not financial advice. Okay, no rocket ships for you. Yeah, emojis now. Yes, emojis. Yeah, I used the rocket ship and the stock one. I was thinking fire, yeah, unicorn. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I'm sure there are many different uh, emojis you could use that might make somebody think like obviously you're bullish on it, or this is a unicorn, like the unicorn what might suggest. GIFs are next. Why wouldn't they be? I mean, if a picture, a static picture, is supposedly financial advice, then I'm assuming GIFs, something like to the moon or whatever is going to be next on the list. Alfred Espinosa, thanks for being here. Are you just lurking in the shadows? Been watching, not commenting? Hey, Alfredo, but I do appreciate you being here. Hopefully your Saturday is going well. Tim, ASMR fan. Yeah, so this is stupidity. Really just stupid. Sorry, but that's my opinion. All right, I got to get rid of some of these tabs. We've got so many tabs open. Oh, check out this. I don't know if you guys have seen this website. This is called Fiat Leak. It's super interesting. There's a lot of info on here. It's another news type site where you can get different articles of the day. And if you pick one of these here, obviously there are, the many different crypto. It's going to give you associated news, for whichever one you have or whichever one you're picking. And this thing is interesting because it shows you where the money's coming from. Like this is for XRP. So the USD. So this is people in the US purchasing XRP right now. This is coming into Mexico. Right? This is all Korean. Somebody in Korea is buying a shit ton of XRP, and it kind of keeps track here. It's really moving. But you can select different. Like here's ADA. Not a fan, but this just shows you. It takes a minute to get started. It's a super interesting website, and it takes into account which exchange it's coming from or being purchased on. And then I'm assuming wherever it's going is basing it on whatever the address is. So here's ADA. Obviously not as much as XRP is going out, but this just shows you kind of who's buying it and where is it going. Which country is really stocking up. Hi Alfredo, hey fan. Ray Ultimate, see you pop up on notifications, so stop by to say what's up. I appreciate it, Ray. I really do. Hopefully your day is going well. Probably not going to be too much longer here. What's the name of the website? Let's see. Are you talking about MMAI or are you talking about this one here? I'm going to put, well, here, let's put the marketplace. Copy, paste. There's that one. And then if you guys want to go check out this Fiat Leak website, it is here. I'll just give you the XRP one. Let's see if Cypherium is here. So I know Thai is, nope, it's not. They don't have that one on there. So XRP, and I'll shoot you that link. And there it is. And then you can just go up and down the side here, just kind of scroll up and down and get, whatever you want. Here's link. Anybody into Chainlink? $7.31, down 2%. And here comes some Huboy or Hobie exchange purchases, BitTrue, right? Obviously, there's not a lot of activity right now on this one. But yeah, there you go. Yep, Fiat Leak. Yep, that's what it is. This one I found in one of my XRP research days. Fiat Leak. There's also on XRP or 3. What's this one called? 3xrp.dev. This is kind of a similar thing, but it gives you a little less information. And it's a little harder to read. But this shows you kind of the transfers moving around the globe. of XRP based on fiat. So it's kind of weird. I mean, it's kind of an odd site. This isn't exactly how it's supposed to look. Or maybe they changed. They must have updated. I haven't looked at this site in a while. Oh, here's obviously their continents, and it looks like they're just little XRP symbols. Isn't that cute? This was just called 3xrp.dev. But just some interesting things to look at. Yep, Ty, you are welcome. Hi, Ray. Hey, fan. Racket Club in the house. A-Team raid. They should get over. Has he given away? I want to go check out the giveaway. Racket A-Team raid. Slacker. Thanks, Slacker. I appreciate you guys showing up. Are you guys coming over to my channel? A-Team raid. Oh, is Awesome here? Slacker, I appreciate you showing up over here, giving me a little look-see. Patrick. A-Team raid. What's up, Sean? Hey, Awesome. How you doing? How's South Korea treating you? Thanks for popping in. I do appreciate it. Sup, Rack, Marty. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up, showing the love and the support. I do appreciate it. Patrick Collier, Yo fan, what's up? Thank you. Making true money. He just gave it away. All right. Hopefully it was me. What was the last four of the contract address or the wallet address? Because I think I have mine memorized. How are you, Patrick? Seiko Hunt. A-Team strong. Yeah, the A-Team coming in. Nice. I appreciate you guys. We were just talking about MMAI just a little bit ago. And then I got onto some funky little websites where you can see some cool things. Dr. Rob, thanks for being here, Dr. Rob. Oop. MMAI and A-Team rating the chat. I do appreciate that. That kicks the old algorithm into gear and puts it out there a little bit more. Like and subscribe, hit that like or hit that bell notification if you choose to, right? If you like my content, even if you don't, do it anyway, right? Just help a brother out. Seiko Hunt, Dr. Rob, Marty, drawing done, but key hasn't been bought, so winner won't see it yet. Gotcha. Well, I got a chance. I mean, I only have one wallet address, so. Making true money. Hope. Hey, everyone. Guys, next time come early. Well, Austin was on. He was streaming, and I know he's got a different schedule right now for the next couple months because he's over in South Korea helping out the team build out MMAI. Or I don't know if you're helping build it out. I'm not sure what you're doing over there, but hopefully you're doing good things. Heck yeah. Awesome. Busy Fox, digital marketing. Hey, Busy Fox, thanks for showing up. I do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. Yeah, everybody smash that like button. Big Watch Dude. Yo, Sean, what's up? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Bot, you mean? Yeah, she did misspell, but I knew what she meant. She's trying to save space, save time. Hey, Big Watch Dude. Patrick Collier with $10 donate, $9.99 donation. I appreciate that. I really do. That is awesome. Not necessary, but definitely appreciated. Patrick Collier. I don't know if you've been on my channel. Have you been on my channel before? I know the last few weeks not got a ton of people coming on to the stream, but still it's still fun to do. Hi, fan. I do appreciate that, Patrick. I mean, that's super cool. That really is. I don't deserve it. Tim Shea, the mayor of crypto. Hey, bro. Yeah, Tim is the mayor of crypto. Daniel Gayton is in the house. Daniel, I hope you are well over there. How's the weather treating you? Anybody here living in Southern California right now, going through the rainstorm and the not, I don't want to say hurricane, but the blizzard conditions? Hey, Big Watch. Hey, fan. Daniel, what are you hiding under? What am I hiding under the hat? I'll be honest, it's not a lot. A little bit of hair. I need to get a different hat because I needed an XRP hat or something, some sort of crypto hat. Actually, my wife wants to use my logo and get that onto a hat and maybe a couple of shirts for myself. But yeah, so there's not a lot under the hat. Komodo, I appreciate you being here. That's a good question. Um, but yeah, I'm a little aged, so I'm honestly my hair has hung on quite a while. I do know some guys. I work with some guys who are like 25, and they think they're slightly more bald than I am, and that's just unfortunate. I got the short gene, not short. I mean, I'm 5'8", but uh, everybody teases me at work because my both of my boys are like 6'2", and they make me look like a midget. Daniel, or a small person. I'm sorry. Daniel Gayton, yo everyone. Austin, good to see you, bro. Yeah, Austin, I hope hope you're taking care of yourself over there. I know North Korea is, rattling their saber like they always do, trying to scare everyone. Annie Rock, thanks for showing up, bud. Appreciate you being here. Let's see, Big Watch dude. Anybody planning on buying an NFT in the next 3 days? I know there are 303 currently. I think I closed it out, but I think there are 303 right now. Who's going to pick up one in the next 3 days? As far as I'm going to sneak into NS Lab with Austin. Nice. That'd be super. I would love to go to South Korea. I hear the food is amazing. And the people, from what Austin said, are very, very nice. MTM, hey, bro, Big Watch. Anytime, brother. Yeah, I do appreciate that, Patrick. Anytime anybody does that, man, it blows me away. But yeah, it does. It's humbling, really. MTM, don't forget to bring me back some cool B glasses. Racket Club, what's up, Big Watch Do, or what's good? Hey, Annie Rock, let's see. No, he hasn't. First time. All right, excellent. I do appreciate you being here. Am I whispering? Racket. DG, what's up, dude? Am I whispering? Is it not very loud? Hey, Komodo, let's see. I'm getting behind in the chats already. Patrick migrated streams today. Excellent. I assume, yeah, you must have been over watching Austin give an update. So did I miss anything important? Tim, hello. Komodo, I think Komodo might be your first time on my channel as well. What's good, Lazy Jedi? MMAI, yes. Yes, make it true, Mighty Crypto Smith. You deserve every good thing that's coming. Hey, I appreciate that. That's very nice. That's very nice of you. All good people here. This is why I really enjoy the crypto space. Ever since I've been in, and it's been May 1st of last year is when I started my channel. And I started my channel because I wanted to network with people who like to talk about crypto, unlike the stiffs that I have in my life that all of them think crypto is just a big scam. And those are just the ones that actually have heard about it. Patrick, Racket, what's up, bro? You going for a transplant? No, I think I'm just going to keep it nice and organic. Even if I had the money, I just don't know. It would seem weird. I mean, it might be fun to do it, but yeah, I've rocked it for a while. I ran the mullet, back in high school, so I had some decent hair on me for a long time. It's been a good run, let's say. I don't know. I don't know if transplants have come that far. If you could really, really, make it look natural. Yes, but I'm safe in my SATA bunker. Nice, very nice. They're cheap right now. I don't know about that. Maybe 10 grand or more. Let's see. No Seiko Hunt, not the SATA bunker. Yeah. I don't know if I'd stay in the SATA bunker. Let's see. Okay. I mean, you show the hair. I don't care. There's the hair. Right. Yeah, we'll just rock it. It was getting a little warm anyway. Show the hair. There's the hair. It's not there. Now we're rhyming. Lazy yo, I'm balding now. Yeah, It's I mean, if for hopefully you at least make it through your 20s and your 30s before you run into trouble. And I made it well. I'm in my early 50s, so the age is going to get me before the hair does. Slacker, Austin going to send you a team muff. Nice. You know what's funny? I was listening on my lunch break when Austin had an entire muff conversation on his live stream one day. I think it was maybe a week ago. It was super funny. It was really funny. I'm still waiting for the muff NFTs. Slacker. Yeah, that's some funny stuff. Try my best to get one in the next 3 days, but funds are strapped right now. Yeah, everybody's in that spot, really. Things aren't great right now out there in the world. Hey, bro. Slacker, that's right. 18 muffs. Yeah, 18 muffs. I'd like to get one. I was considering it on the 1st. Okay. Let's see. I have that nice long hair too. Yeah, Daniel. I see you've got that. Yours looks like maybe you made a choice and you decided, yeah, I'm gonna buzz it all the way down. I will get Alfred. You're gonna get 3 more keys. I dare you. I dare you to do it. Do you also wear wigs or just hats? Nope, just hats. I don't wear wigs. I don't know. I'm not listening. Okay. Komodo, he had a wig on earlier. Yeah. Is he whispering? No third time. I was late to the party. I'll rewatch. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just went over a few things. We did talk about terrarium, so I don't know how many of you are here who enjoy a good terrarium talk. But it's just an absolute shit show right now. People are complaining. There seems to be money missing. However, they did the conversion rate from the V1 to the V2 seems a little suspect. Everybody's complaining about the value of their wallets right now. I actually sold my terrarium a couple of weeks ago. I was tired of looking at it. I've had it since the very beginning. I sold a little bit, months ago, and I was kind of holding on to a moon bag, but there's just no reason for me to keep hanging on to it. So I just got it. It wasn't much money. I mean, it was a little bit of money. I bought some sushi with it, basically. Late to the party. I'll rewatch after it. Cool. Not whispering, soft talk. Yeah, I feel like my mic, if I talk too loud, my mic starts to kick, and I think it's a setting that I have on my mic. This is my after dark talk. All right, I gotta speak softly. I'll try to speak up. Can you kick the mic? You mean turn it up? I don't think I actually can. Let's see. Ooh, that's louder. That's louder in my headphones. I don't know if that's louder for you. Make sure it's working. You guys hear that? Do you talk all things MMAI? Do you cover other crypto? Mars World, is that Mars World 369? I cover mostly ISO tokens, XRP, XLM. I'm going to put my hat back on because I'm more comfortable that way. Let's see. Yeah, mostly ISO tokens. MMAI is the community token. They actually sponsor the channel. And even if they didn't, I'd still talk about them because it's an absolutely amazing project with amazing devs. Their chief marketing officer is kind of a bozo, but you got to look past that and get to the devs. They're really, really cool. Crypto space has its moments for sure. Sometimes it can be tough, especially when projects don't follow through and hurt investors. But overall, the community is why we all show up. Yep, exactly, Austin. I was just joking about the CMO, by the way. Sean, aka the Crypto Whisperer. Crypto space has its moments for sure. Sometimes it can be tough, especially when projects don't follow through and hurt investors. But overall, the community, yes. Yeah, didn't I just read that? I got a little deja vu right there. It covers a lot of things, XRP, Maxi. Yeah, you know what? I'm not a Maxi. I definitely my largest bag, and I've been holding for several years. But I've got XLM. I hold Algorand, some, let's see, I just went through this earlier. XLM, Algorand, XRP, Quant, and some XDC and Cypherium. Recently purchased Cypherium. That's my newest one. Sean talks a lot ISO coins. Yep, exactly. He dropped all kinds of stuff, Sean. Everything was updated. Ask Twiz, he'll fill you in. All right, Daniel, I definitely will do that. Hopefully Twiz can do what he does and make nice notes for us on the Telegram. It's good, man. What's up, Daniel? Seiko Hunt. Let's see. I know I'm probably I'm not too far behind. Get a lot of people show up in the stream and you just can't keep up. That Muff convo on Austin's channel was funny. Yeah, it was. I was laughing my ass off. I was sitting in my truck eating lunch, listening to the stream, just laughing my ass off. Let's hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Why don't you? Let's see, where are we at? 33 likes, it looks like. That's not half bad. I appreciate that. Let's see, Patrick. Sup? Lazy Jedi. Yeah, I went wild that day. Yeah, everybody was in on it. Tara, a hot ass mess. I agree, Big Watch dude. It is crazy. I was talking about, and I couldn't find the tweets from Dr. Praveen that basically was outing Dr. Ramana and how he didn't want to sell his portion of whichever wallet they were going to liquidate or burn. Basically saying, he's being stingy and he wants to keep his money, and all that. And who knows what kind of agreement they all had to start with. So, but yeah, basically throwing him out there that he didn't want to burn his portion of the wallet, and essentially they were kind of kicking him out of the group. So, and I guess that's what happened. I couldn't find the tweets that I had read earlier. Once they fudded Austin, I dumped it all. Slacker, yeah, it was just it's that whole thing, the whole space, right? Obviously, all these projects that we get into, and I've been in a lot of different ones. I'm sure you guys have been in the same ones. They all start out great. They all sound good. And then it just goes to shit. And it's very unfortunate. A lot of people get wrecked. If you can't profit from that initial pump on a lot of these community tokens, right, you're done. You're screwed. Because the dev team is going to screw up at some point. And they all do. MMAI has not. And the largest thing, like I just talked about, is the fact that they don't own tokens. And if they don't own tokens, they can't dump on you, right? They've got their own money. I heard something about keys. I will sell you keys to my ex-wife's house for 9 ETH. You're going to have to throw up some pictures first, Komodo, and then we'll talk. Terrarium, not. Yeah, exactly. Sushi, well worth it. Yeah, hell yeah. Sushi is definitely better than Terrarium at this point. 1 million gone from V1 to V2. Yeah, I was reading that in the chats and on Twitter. A lot of people complaining, asking where did that $1 million go, and I think we know where that $1 million went. That was probably some bonuses, for the devs. Only you can look out for you. Exactly, Ray. Only you can look out for you. Do your own research. Just kick the mic stand up and kick it. Yeah, this is on. It's actually attached to my desk. Sean with the, yeah, that's right. It's after Sean after dark. We're all up here playing in the Forge. I don't know. That seems odd. That was weird. Plantano Jones. What's up, Iceberg Smith? I love that Iceberg Smith. That's funny. Most of you guys aren't going to get that inside joke, but I appreciate you, Plantano, being here. I do appreciate it, certainly. Sequent, you need to drink. You need a drink, brother. I do need a drink. I just don't happen to have one right with me. Hey, Plantano, put your hat on your head. Get cold. Don't your fascination with my hair, with my head. Sup, Plantano? Can Fan get Sean an MMAI hat? I would love an. I know there's MMAI swag out there. I don't have any. I probably should get myself some. Yeah, I really just need to get. I want an XRP hat just because obviously that's my favorite, one of my favorite tokens. Komodo, I want one too. Fan, I sent you a DM on TG for my key purchase. Okay, Sean, you're good. Sounds good to me. Thank you. I appreciate that, Daniel. Check my DM. Sup, Seiko. I want a hat too. Yeah, we all want hats. We need a cool MMAI hat. Monkey free, right? Actually, I haven't looked at the website. I don't know. Have they updated the website at all? Let's just check real quick to see. Not a big deal. I'm just for curiosity's sake. No, still the same, and it's not a big deal. Obviously, I think at some point they're going to take anything off that has the MetaMonkey name on it, like that. So, yeah, all good things will come. You got Algorand too. Okay, yeah, Algorand I think is going to be a good one. Any of these ISO compatible or ISO compliant type tokens. But I still think we have. What do you guys think? If you're into ISOs, how long before a real utility run cracks off? How long do you think that's going to be? Me, I'm saying 2025, probably maybe early 2026. That's my guess. Big watch dude. Seiko, hey bro. Let's see. Yeah, Sean, the volume's fine. All right, I appreciate it. Thanks for testing it out. So you hold XRP and wear hats. Are you married as well? Yeah, you know what? This sexy guy right here is taken. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that disappoints you guys out there, but yes, I am taken. I've been married for, boy, it's been a long time. 20 years? No, 19 years. We're coming up on 20. I've got two boys. One's 19, one's going to be 18 here soon. One in college. The other one is going to the same college next semester. So that's just more bills, more money out of the pocket. Komodo, do you know Bernie? Yeah, where is Bernie? Eddie T. Keys. I've seen him. I have seen him in Space Chick streams. Yeah. I try to get around to everybody's stream. If possible. I was in hers earlier today, but I was driving to Lowe's. Going to get some seeds because we're starting our garden here indoors, and I'm going big on my garden this year. So, and I asked earlier. Let me ask you guys: do you guys garden? Are any of you real gardeners? Like you actually put vegetables in the ground and you eat those vegetables during the year? That's what I'm looking to do. Last year, it was an absolute train wreck. I had like 4 jalapeno plants and a couple of tomato plants, and they grew about, 12 inches tall, put off no fruit. The tomatoes did a little bit, but this year I'm going big. I'm building 5 raised bed, garden boxes, and we're planting all sorts of stuff. So I want to can, and I want to can some tomato sauce and some salsa because I love salsa. I'm a big salsa guy. Eddie Teeps up, dude. Smash the like button and sub. I do appreciate that. My channel is still growing a little slowly. It's still growing slowly, but I'm making some gains. Let's see. Let's get down here. Bernie sits to pee and wipes when he's done. Oh man. Seiko Hunt, what's up? Komodo, he sits sideways. That's weird. I don't know how that would work. Pics of the keys or ex-wife. Well, if you're offering your ex-wife's keys, I'm going to need to see a picture of maybe the house, I guess. Whatever place she's living in, if I'm getting keys. Greed gets to most. Yes, it does. Fan is 100% correct. Fan, I DM you on Telegram, but no answer. Terra devs have no shame. I try not to think of them. Yeah, I did get rid of my terrarium. Now I don't have to think of them anymore, and it's too bad. One good thing. There was one good thing came out of terrarium for me, and that was I got to meet Dean, the crypto stacker, who is an absolute sweetheart of a guy, and it's unfortunate. He's been with them, for a long time. He was paid to put out content for him every week, so he did what he needed to do. I think they might have severed that recently, maybe a few weeks ago, because I don't know that he's putting out weekly content for him anymore. But he kind of got out of the crypto game several months ago. He's super busy with real world job. He works I think with his brother. They develop like commercial spaces and stuff. So he's always on the move. So he kind of gave up YouTube and the crypto world at least for now. And maybe he'll jump back in when the bull run comes. But he's super busy. But yeah, I'm really glad to have gotten to know Dean. He is a super nice guy. Only 1 million. I surely thought they would keep more. I mean, think about it. I mean, it could be a good project long term if they actually do the things they say they're going to do. I just don't think building a centralized exchange is the way to go, especially with all of the regulations, all the lawsuits coming out, all of the failures that have been happening. People don't really trust all of these different centralized exchanges. They want to go with the big boys. They want to go with Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken, Binance. Are you going to trust your crypto into a brand new crypto centralized exchange like Terrarium? Who's going to do that? Not me. I wouldn't put my money in there. And regulation comes down. Gary Gensler wants, custody to be really only with the very large financial institutions like the JP Morgans and the Bank of Americas and things like that. They want Wall Street in order to really control crypto and where it goes and all the regulations therein. They want custody really only at the largest levels of finance. And so all of these smaller centralized exchanges, I do believe over the next, could be 5 years or so, are going to disappear. There's going to be no reason for them. Komodo, what's your Twitter handle? Yeah, I imagine fan gets a lot of spam stuff, especially on Telegram. Fan, he said Telegram. Telegram. I have to go. Have a great day, everyone. See you next time. Busy Fox, I do appreciate you showing up. You have a great rest of your weekend. Take care, Busy Fox. Let's see. Saying bye. I need a MMAI hoodie. I love it. Look I wear this hoodie all the time. This hoodie is getting destroyed because it gets washed a lot because I wear it a lot. It's super comfortable. I only wear it when I'm home and I'm live streaming. And for some reason, I don't know if you guys have any experience using green screens, but I wear this black hat because my other hats that I used to wear, the gray one and a white Nike hat, they mess with the lights. So whenever I wear it, it screws up the lights and it kind of fades the background. It's really a pain in the ass. I'm going to switch this up and get rid of the green screen and just do some decorations in the wall behind me, I think. River, good evening. River, I do appreciate you popping in here. Hey, River, did you kick? No, I did not kick the mic. This mic and mic stand was not cheap, although I did get the mic from my mother-in-law for Christmas, which was super nice. She gets the best gifts. Hi, River. I missed it. Do it again, please. I didn't do it. I'm not going to do it. When you drop the keys, but your ass crack shows. Oh, man, you got some good ones. Hey, that guy. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you showing up, showing some support. Hope you're doing well out there. Big Watch. I need a hoodie too. We all need a hoodie. Hi, Terry. Sup, that guy. Yo, that guy. Let's see. Okay, nice, excellent. I'm a real gardener. You're a real gardener. Okay. So do you have? What's your best go-to? Like what can you do? What do you grow better than anybody else? Right. Me, I'm a big pepper guy. So I like any of the spicy peppers, jalapenos. I'm growing some Anaheim chilies, poblanos. Let's see, a few habaneros and bell peppers as well. And then tomatoes. Like that's my kind of my go-to, at least for now. I'm really just starting. So got to go, Patrick Collier. Got to go, guys. Bless you all. Be safe, Patrick. I appreciate it. I appreciate you showing up and the support. Hopefully, you have a great weekend. 12 inches impressive. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm a half gardener. I will not be planting zucchini or squash anymore. They grow like weeds. Yeah, that's what I heard. I work with a guy who basically grows nearly all of his own food for his family. He's been doing it for decades, giving me some good tips. And he said, if you're going to grow zucchini, or I think it was cucumbers, because my wife likes the cucumbers, for salads and whatever. And he said one cucumber plant is enough. If you do more than that, you're going to have way more cucumbers than you could ever eat. So I'm taking that advice. We're doing that, and then I'm definitely going to grow way more peppers than I need, but I can give those away. A lot of people I know love the spicy peppers. So, but yeah, I was warned. Like, don't you need to really consider when you lay out your garden how big these things are. I wanted to grow cauliflower. I love cauliflower, but looking at the size of these plants. Oh, hang on. Let's see, cauliflower plants. The size of these plants and these leaves are massive. Like some of these, they're like, 15, 18 inches across. They take up a ton of space for one head of cauliflower. So I'm gonna either try to create just a separate little space, just to experiment, just to try to grow cauliflower this year and kind of see what happens. But we'll find out. I'll let you guys know. 12 inches is too big for most people, I would imagine. Yeah, it doesn't end well. Although I have a really, really good story on that. I don't know if it's appropriate for the crypto space, but I'll give you the PG version. So back in my earlier days, I hung out with people who like to party. As obviously I'm sure most of us did. So and I went to Vegas. We knew somebody who worked at one of the high end hotels there. He was he I forget what they call him, a host for wealthy people who came in. He was the one who kind of took them around and got them all set up with all the fancy stuff, so they didn't have to wait in line and the parking the cars and all that stuff. So we were good friends with him. He got us into a penthouse suite, and this thing was like a 3-bedroom. It was massive. So we were hanging out and partying, and this one guy I was hanging out with, Enrique, super nice guy. Didn't really know this part about him, but he's in a bedroom. He's got a girl in a bedroom, and I hear this girl yell at him, and she comes running out of the bedroom, and she's screaming, "You are not, excuse me, but you are not putting that thing in me." And he comes out, and his, was a massive. He came out naked into the middle where there was probably 6 or 8 of us. We're all standing around, and he comes running out after her, trying to convince her to come back in, and she's already leaving. She's getting dressed. She's leaving. Everybody is laughing their ass off, and he's standing there. The dude was probably the most well endowed individual I have ever seen. It was quite impressive. Made me feel like a little bit less of a man, but I could understand her concern that she was not going to go down that road. So that's my inappropriate story for this evening. You're welcome. Hi, Tim. I was playing with this, Sean. Nothing changed. Oh, okay. I'm thinking, shoot, I got to get off the stream now. I need to go find out what's going on over there. Let's see. From Saitama to Terrarium, poor Dean. Yeah. Like I said, Dean's a super nice guy. So Dean is, he has a channel called Crypto Stacker, and he put out content for Terrarium. He was they paid him to do that. He was sponsored by Terrarium. For a long time, he would just put out, one video a week, giving the updates and that kind of stuff. So, and he lives in the same state I do. Actually, he lives over in the city where my son goes to college. So I was over there one day and I said, hey, let's get together, and have lunch. And we had lunch and had a great talk. And he told me, how he started his channel. And I'm like, obviously we had those kind of things in common. And yeah, and we talk occasionally. I'll shoot him a text every once in a while, just checking on how he's doing. He reached out to me when I put out a very negative video about Terrarium, and because he was concerned that I was kind of going down that road where I'm just going to trash Terrarium. But that was a one-time thing. Told him, look, it's not personal. I understand. You got a sponsorship deal with them and all that, but I have to call it out. I forget even what it was on what I was so critical about terrarium. I washed my hands when I sold my Saitama. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Saitama made a lot of people. Saitama ruined a lot of people, but it also was an exceptional learning experience in crypto. If you went through that entire thing, it made you tougher in this space. It made you look out for the devs. It made you try to really do your research and not trust in these projects that much, and kind of get in, get out, get your money, and get out. And that diamond hands, normally get wrecked. Me, stop fudding my bag, Tara, baby. Yeah. I don't know. Do you really have? I doubt you have terrarium. That guy, Terry, terrarium. Well, honestly, I hope it does well. I don't want to see any project. I say this all the time. I do not want to see any crypto project fail. That just looks bad for crypto in general. And I don't want to see the community lose money. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if anybody in the community still has any money in terrarium, because it's down 99% from 6 months ago. Komodo Dean was a YouTuber that did Terra videos. Yeah. Generational wealth. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, good luck on terrarium, generational wealth. Yeah, I spam fan. I smoked weed with Gary in high school. He's a douchebag. MK2000, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you being here. Are you talking about Gary Gensler? I could see him just being the biggest weasel. Glad I caught a bit of the stream. River, I appreciate you popping in here. I really do. Can you do a 360 in the bath without feet touching it? Like, what? I'm not sure what that means. Can I do a 360 in the bath without feet touching it? Like, spin on your ass. You mean because I'm small? I mean, I'm really not small, but I'm not sure what you're alluding to. My pleasure. Sup, that guy. Hey, fan. Let's see. I can't see nobody's comments. That is weird. Why can't you see anybody's comments? My wife says if I shake my ledger more than 4 times, you're playing with it. Yeah, that does make sense. You probably shouldn't be playing with your ledger at all. It'll make you go blind, I hear. Is this your typical stream time? Yeah, usually 8 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll go however long I feel like going. Some days are less than others. Kind of depends on depends on the chat. But yeah, this is my typical stream time. Every Saturday, I do the same thing. Hey, MK, root crops and peppers. Okay. So onions, obviously, you get that salsa garden, right? You want onions, and I'm doing some bunching onions as well as, sweet white onion, or yellow. I think it's sweet yellow onion. But I get a lot of, my wife, she's like, well, we're not growing anything because it's cheap. Because obviously you can go to the store, and vegetables right now really are not that expensive. I live in Idaho. There's no reason to grow potatoes because they are super cheap and plentiful here. Corn, also same thing. They take up a ton of space and a ton of water. And corn, we get the most amazing corn every season here because it's grown locally. So there's no point in growing that. I said hi to you 10 minutes ago. Let's see. My bone. Stay growing, baby. Yeah, I know it's been crazy. Bone is really doing well, and I expect it will do well. And you got Shibarium coming out, who knows when. It's back. My bad. Okay, so you can see everybody now. Let's see. I couldn't see comments. He had to do with a hard restart. 12-inch cucumbers. I don't know how large they're going to be. I'm going to leave that. That's not my forte. I'm going to leave that up to the wife. When cucumber giveaway. That would be interesting to give away cucumber. I don't know that they're going to ship well. 12-inch. Damn. That looks like a pickle. What do they say? I'll give you a nickel to tickle my pickle. Yeah, I did a few cucumber plants too. Way too much. I did have one plant that was bitter, but one super sweet. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely, he made it very clear. One plant is going to be plenty. And they do apparently grow like weeds. But we're going to go. We're going to do a cantaloupe and then a baby watermelon as well, as far as the fruit goes. What you going to do with cucumber Komodo? Actually, don't answer that. Yeah, I don't know that we want to really hear slap your head with it. That's what he says. That's what he's going to do with it. Sup, lazy? Wish you could. Slap you. Okay, all right. Took a turn here. We took a little turn. I need a little drink. Let's see. All right. Now we're getting off. WTF, Sean? Pause. Komodo. Don't send him any fan. Enable. Yeah, no enablers here. Crypto Mike 23. Thanks for popping in. I do appreciate you showing up and throwing some words in the chat or emojis. Now, be careful with your emojis. All right, I don't want to take that as financial advice. Mr. Jones, settle down. Here's Mad Cucumber isn't a plant. Well, it's the fruit of the plant. It's time to move on. Yeah, let's. Damn you, corny. Okay, here we go. Still making videos for Trim. I think he stopped a couple of weeks ago. Not 100%, but I think that relationship may have ended. I'm sure in an amicable way. They seem to get along fairly well. And actually, he said he never really had that much interaction with the dev team. And I think we all know why, because they really don't like to interact with the people below them, the people beneath them. I think that's how they feel. Plantano, I was just going to hit him with, we'll call that a cucumber. Maybe add some slices to his eyes so we can get rid of the bags. There you go. Good use, utility. There's some vegetable utility there. Dirty Gary definitely got stuffed in a few lockers while in high school. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. If he's not careful, he might be getting stuffed into some lockers here soon as well by Congress, if they plan on actually doing anything. Bitcoin about to blast to 23.3. I know we were down a little while ago. Let's see, where are we at? All right, we're kind of stabilized. It's running sideways here. Let's check out the trading view. Yeah, not really doing much right now. I don't know. I'm not a big believer that we're going to go down to 10,000 or 12,000 for Bitcoin. I don't see it, but I could be wrong. My bone is about to blast your face. One nickel, you tickle my pickle. Why not? There you go. I mean, a buck's a buck, right? Cucumber is a vegetable. Yes, but we call it the fruits of the plant, not a plant. Hi, fan. Cucumber slap. Okay. All right. I think we're done with the cucumber talk for now. Hey, Crypto Mike. Up to 23.5. No. Oh, now. Yeah, I don't see why not. I just don't see. There's nothing really in the market. I mean, we didn't have very good numbers as far as inflation went last week. It's kind of moving in the wrong direction still, which means obviously the Fed is going to look to raise interest rates further, which I think they were going to do, but maybe smaller increments from this point on, and really try to put the squeeze on inflation and job growth and things like that. So, right. So if you're out there and you're making less money at your job, try spending less money. I mean, I think that can go a long way for everybody. What else? Anything else I want to talk about real quick? Let me look at my headlines here. I've got them. Oh, maybe did I close? Oh, no, I didn't. Anything super important that you guys can't deal without? Let's see. Oh, this was interesting. Speaking about metaverse, Colombia, as in the country, hosts its first virtual court hearing in metaverse with Meta's technology. And right now, this is Facebook Meta. That's really not doing well. I know they fired a bunch of people, laid off a bunch of people, It's not going as well as they thought it was going to go. Let's see. Virtual reality technology has taken a step forward with its recent use in a Colombian court hearing, marking a new era for legal proceedings. According to a report, Colombian lawmakers have recently held one of the first court hearings in the world using virtual reality technology provided by Meta, parent company of Facebook. So the 2-hour hearing saw lawyers don virtual headsets and participate in meetings as computer-generated avatars. Okay, we all know what that is. The event was streamed live on YouTube and marked the first full virtual hearing held by Colombian lawmakers. The meeting was reportedly a success, and those in attendance praised using information technology to expedite judicial proceedings. So now you see a lot of these court cases, especially if they're minor, and then some of them that are, maybe arbitrations, things like that, they do via Zoom. And that's kind of a new thing since, the whole pandemic started, and everybody started staying home and staying away from each other and away from their jobs. So Zoom obviously got very popular. This definitely is the next step of that. Which, I mean, honestly, I can see that doing it, but why is it always these other countries that do this first? And why are we not doing this in the U.S. first? Let's see. However, not all those who turned into the stream thought using virtual avatars was appropriate, with some viewers feeling that it took away from the seriousness of the hearing. Okay, I can see that. While hearings use Meta's technology have taken place elsewhere, Colombia's use of Horizon workrooms to conduct a virtual court hearing represents a landmark moment in the technology's use. Okay. I mean, that's good info. But it's nice to see these types of things are going to start getting put out there a little bit more and more. Hey, Tim. It's called a liquidity grab. Stop trying to prove me wrong. Are we still talking about cucumbers, Komodo? Settle down, the bone muncher. Jeez. Headlines. That's why you wear hats? Because of headlines? Mr. Mann, Canada has stated exchanges have until March 23 to register and delist all stablecoins. XRP and XLM are considered stablecoins by World Bank. I did read that. And Mr. Mann, I do appreciate you popping in here. If everybody doesn't know Mr. Mann, he does have he puts a lot of information out on Twitter, and he's got a YouTube channel. He does a ton of great research and has really, really good content. Go check him out. Let's see. Until March 23rd to register. So Canada, well, Canada has some very odd rules and regulations. I know that the whole gun thing they had recently, basically, I guess you're not able to own guns there any longer, or purchase them. Maybe that's better stated. Canada's stated exchanges have until March 23rd to register and delist all stablecoins. So XRP. So you're saying XRP and XLM are considered stablecoins by the World Bank? I've read that somewhere. I don't know how that's going to play out, since XLM and XRP are not stablecoins at this point. I mean, we're not even close yet. But that is interesting. That's good information. And I know March obviously is when Swift starts to kind of ramp up the ISO changeover, and obviously everything's going to be backwards compatible, and they're going to kind of be migrating the protocol, over the next several years. So, like I said before, 2025, the end of 2025 is when it's going to be mandatory, and that's what I think when we're going to start to see the utility start to take off. But again, Mr. Man, I do appreciate you stopping in here. Is that Spider-Man? He does wear a Spider-Man mask, so he's not doxing himself on his YouTube channel. So it does make it entertaining. I had to social distance from the wife's sister. I'm not even going to ask why, Komodo. I'm not going to ask why. It was a hard time. Excellent. Okay. He did it. Not a Spider-Man, just Komodo covered in, Plantano. Okay. Steve, the Canadian, I've gone through the language. They aren't banning stable coins. It's exchanges that don't have an insurance on the stable coins. Oh, proven backing. I see. Need to register and prove it or get rid of the option. Got it. And that I think makes complete sense, right? Since really, how much trust do we have in these stable coins? After FTX, the whole, and obviously it's not hard to fool a lot of people. And if these things aren't backed, right, that's the biggest issue. You start to have a run, and they implode. And that's this is really something that can protect the retail investor out there, is stablecoin legislation, and really requiring them to prove what they're backed by, real hard assets to trade. Hey, Steve the Canadian. Oh, hey, plan to know. So anyway, I don't know. Obviously, this metaverse thing, we're still years away, and we're going to see them dabble in this, kind of on and off for a while, until it really gets in. Oh, here's my cauliflower. Until kind of mass adoption happens, which is still years away. There actually aren't many exchanges that can even run in Canada compared to the rest of the world. Yeah, I know, very restrictive. In New York's kind of similar, where they're very restrictive on what they allow people to get into. Awesome show last night. Let's see. Stable coins are about as stable as Russ Armand in a Coke den. That's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah. If they're not backed by anything, these algorithmic stable coins, which are going to be outlawed, I'm sure, if they're not already, but they probably will be in most of the world. They don't work. They're not going to work. We want to see real proof on what's backing that token, the asset. We actually agree on something, Komodo. Yes, Komodo makes a very good point. Russ Armand, probably not very stable in a Coke den. All right, I'm going to go through one more piece of info. And let's see if we can make it XRP related. Well, actually, here's another one. Don't believe everything you read. Why did this one come over here? Basically, the headline is U.S. Congressman introduces bill to block CBDC rollout, but that's not really the truth. The truth is Tom Emmer, he's introducing a bill to keep, if they come out with a CBDC, they want to make sure that it's not really a retail-facing CBDC, and that it's more designed for bank-to-bank transfer, institution-to-institution, country-to-country kind of thing, for those kind of asset transfers, and not really a retail where they can track everything you spend your money on, and perhaps program it to where you can't spend your money on certain things. That's the crux of his argument. So he's not trying to block the CBDC itself. He doesn't want it to be a surveillance type CBDC for U.S. citizens. And I agree. I think CBDCs of retail facing are not going to be very beneficial, especially if they're programmable, and they program them like they do in China, where they're going to really curtail the kinds of purchases that the citizens are going to be allowed to make. Right? If you've already had too many alcoholic beverages this week, now you're no longer able to use your phone, right, your wallet, to use to purchase alcohol, and that they can really control the population that way. And one of the most interesting things is if you consider they're talking about having a time limit, basically a timer on your money that's in your wallet, these CBDCs, and they could basically make it expire. So if you don't use it by a certain date, it expires and you're no longer able to have that money. That way they can control you from building wealth or having any sort of substantial savings, because it's harder to control people that have more money. CBDC is the rock band. Yeah, which rock band would that be? Gonna go fix dinner. See you guys later. Great stream, Sean. Thanks, ASMR fan. I always appreciate you being around and your support. Go take care of them kids. Bye, Komodo. See you, fan. Yep, fans always one to support everybody out here. Let's see. Here's the other piece. I don't know why it keeps opening up on my side. Let's get it over here. There's a whole Gare Bear Gensler right there. All right, Goldman Gary, they like to call him. He's going to do everything he can for Wall Street. Let's see. Now, this basically is an article that says government watchdog pushes to unseal Hinman documents. Now, I know everybody out there knows what the Hinman documents are if you've been following this case. One of the biggest things to come out of this is probably going to be some sort of corruption leaning information, maybe in these Hinman documents, or some of these experts have called that we may find that in the emails and the draft preparations for Bill Hinman's Ethereum free pass speech that he did in 2018, that maybe XRP was actually in that speech as well, and he decided to cut it out and just give Ethereum the free pass. Why would he do that? Well, because he works for in relation to the Ethereum Foundation, right? He works for Ethereum in reality. And Jay Clayton, who also brought the lawsuit forward one day before he left, also works for, I don't know if it was Consensus or the Ethereum Foundation, but they're both very well connected to Ethereum. And so, in my mind, Ethereum is the reason we're going through this lawsuit with XRP and Ripple. So let's see. As the lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC drags on, many speculators are starting to think that the case may end up going all the way to the Supreme Court. I don't know if that's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't. If it does, it's going to be 2025, 2026 before we see any sort of dissolution to the case. Third-party outsiders are trying to intervene in the case as much as possible in order to help the court make a decision sooner. So, for example, Forbes journalist Dr. Rosalind Layton recently submitted a motion to intervene in the lawsuit in order to request for public access to the Hinman speech documents. And those documents are basically the 63 different emails that were drafted at the SEC in order to help him prepare for that speech, where he said that Ethereum was not a security. The SEC obviously is fighting that. It's been fighting that since day one, even though the judge has said, I think 4 or 5 times that they were required to hand those documents over. They refused to do it each time and just came up with a new excuse. Let's see. This was done because Layton believes that the documents contain important information that will decide the court's decision and is something that all speculators should be able to see. Now we have government watchdog Empower Oversight responded to this and is supporting Layton's request to the court. Right? This is what they do. They go after government agencies to really try to force transparency when transparency is usually not really appreciated by these different government agencies, especially the SEC. They don't want to be transparent at all because they don't want people to know what's going on behind the scenes. And they don't want these kinds of things get out there that really do show corruption all the way to the top. After all, the implications of this lawsuit go beyond just Ripple, but also has effects on the rest of the crypto industry, as it will lay the foundation on how digital assets are categorized by the SEC. So that was a bit of good news. Now, I don't know if this is going to do anything, if we're ever going to see these emails. One side believes that if these emails, if the judge says, yep, you're going to have to release these emails to the public, that may force the SEC's hand and maybe to settle at that point because they don't want these emails getting out there. And maybe they don't. Maybe the emails get out there, it makes them look bad, but doesn't really have anything to do with whether XRP is a security or not. So we're still just guessing here. Right? Everybody has their own opinions. You watching Bitcoin, Sean? I do not watch Bitcoin generally because it's probably my least favorite. Well, no, I can't say that. I would buy Bitcoin before I bought Terrarium or Saitama. But Bitcoin for me, and I may actually buy some Bitcoin at some point here in the future. but Bitcoin is just useless. I don't. It doesn't do anything. There's no real utility for it. I don't really find it as a store of value. It's too volatile for that. If that was my question, I think, on a stream I did a few days ago on Crypto Talk Now's channel. Is that, are you going to put, if you had wealth, like real wealth, let's say you had $5 million of wealth, not investment money, but in wealth that you're trying to protect and save for, the future. Are you really going to put that in crypto? Are you going to put that in Bitcoin as your store of value? Probably not. If you're a real investor, you're not going to do that. I certainly wouldn't do it. And that's just to store money, store wealth, whatever value you have for the future. You're not going to put it into crypto because it's still too volatile. You're going to put it into gold. I mean, honestly, you're better off keeping it in cash than you are putting it into Bitcoin. You watching Bone Komodo? No, he doesn't like Bone. Okay, he doesn't go that way. Okay, doesn't support Bitcoin. No, I don't. Imagine Bitcoin died right now. If Bitcoin died right now, obviously the entire crypto industry would take a huge hit, but it would come back. Remember, just because it's the first doesn't make it the best. Look at Lycos, look at Ask Jeeves, look at all the old technologies that really don't exist anymore and companies that aren't around anymore, even though they were kind of first. So let's see. All right, you like cucumber. What would happen to all the others? Yeah. As I mentioned, obviously the entire market would probably take a huge hit, but it would still survive. Bitcoin doesn't really have to do with the utility of the other assets, the ones that we talk about, right? I mean, obviously there are 20 whatever thousand cryptos out there. Many of those are going to die. 99% of those are going to die off in the next few years. You don't think it would? You don't think it would die, or you don't think it would survive? A lot of exchanges would die out. Sure, any exchange that relies on the trading of Bitcoin back and forth, but Bitcoin, I don't believe Bitcoin is traded that often. I mean, here's your volume. Here's your $15 billion in volume, which is a ton. I mean, this is not nothing. But if this was gone, right, this goes away. Ethereum trades $5.6 billion a day in volume. And then you can add, obviously, these are the two big boys. And then you can add up all these others. It's still a ton of volume that's traded out there. So, Bitcoin, like I said, Bitcoin doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything for me. I do think there is a reason, there is a case for Bitcoin for me to purchase it. And that would be in case the SEC somehow wins and decides that all other crypto is securities, every single one of them. And obviously the SEC's even put their crosshairs on Ethereum. So Ethereum isn't safe. So there's a reason to buy Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the anointed one for the SEC. It's not going to get sued, so nothing's going to happen. And if the SEC wins and does claim arbitrarily, right? It could be their opinion, but it could cause the market, to do funny things, and all the other tokens may go down. Bitcoin, because people are getting out of these because they know they're going to be securities, or some of them, and they're going to put their money into Bitcoin. So that would be a reason for me to own Bitcoin. The others would last. Yeah, okay, the others would last. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They would. I think it would be a hit. Obviously, it would be a jolt, but we continue on. What's up? I'm just listening from the background. I'm driving to work. Hope everyone has a good day. Chaka Crypto, I appreciate you showing up, bud. Hopefully you're doing well. Drive safe out there. Get to work safe. Have a good work day. Have a good work day, Chaka. Lazy says. You mean wouldn't? Okay. Well, I'll disagree with you there, right? Because you have to look at the utility, right? The utility doesn't go away just because Bitcoin doesn't exist, right? XRP still is going to do what it's meant to do. All of the connections that are made, all of the partnerships that are made, all the advisory roles that exist out there for Ripple executives in the highest levels of the financial system, the World Economic Forum, the IMF, and many different central banks XRP survives. XLM survives. Let's see, Ethereum. There's so much utility out there for Ethereum, and it's used so widely. Ethereum survives. Maybe some of these others don't. Me personally, I don't think Avalanche will survive another 10 years. There's XLM. It's going to be around. Hedera, all the ones with real utility. VeChain definitely will be around. Quant definitely. But yeah, I just don't think, Bitcoin going away, I don't think kills utility. If Bitcoin was back to $1 right now, would you support it? No, I don't think it all depends on why, right? There have to be reasons for it. Cash gives me utility, yeah, but just being a store of value or a medium of exchange is to me is not utility. And I get it, you can use it, right? I can spend it, but who takes Bitcoin, right? Who takes Ethereum, as a form of payment? Not a lot of places do. You guys should have invested in orange juice. Now that's been some nice return. Yes, exactly. The original security, right, as far as the SEC was concerned, back in, I believe, 1946. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. But what we're going to see some of these labeled securities officially, and then we're going to see some of them labeled commodities. And once that starts to happen and the infrastructure of regulation really gets pushed forward, you're going to see, I think within months, you'll see half of the crypto space disappear. And because they won't have support of the United States. Now, yeah, a lot of these can exist outside of the U.S., but the U.S. is a huge player. And if it stops U.S. dollars from investing in, a lot of these top 100, 200 projects, a lot of them are going to suffer greatly. I invest in orange juice every time I need some vitamin C. Exactly. Eggs would have been better investment. Yeah, eggs. Geez. I tried to convince the wife to get a couple of chickens, but she doesn't like chickens as pets. She, likes the meat and likes the eggs. But I said, hey, if we have chickens, we wouldn't have any egg problems, right? We're not paying $6 for a dozen eggs. I do believe the egg prices have gone down, though. Yeah, Steve agrees. It has been 2 hours, people. It's been 2 hours. I think I've got through enough information. You guys have been great. I do appreciate everybody showing up. And I'm going to do this again, of course, on Saturday next. And come and join me on Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern on Crypto Talk Now's channel. I'm going to be there with Max, this dude here. We do a utility talk show. I co-host, and we're going to talk about the ISOs and what's going on out there. Talk about regulation, talk about anything and everything that has to do with utility type tokens. It'd be cool to come and hang out with me and Max there. If not, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next Saturday. Everybody have a great night and a great weekend. God bless y'all. Peace out.